So students, I think we have left one thing in acute appendicitis, that is differential diagnosis of acute appendicitis. In other words, what are the causes of pain in the right iliac fossa? Okay, so apart from acute appendicitis, whenever you have to think of differential diagnosis, think of the structures present there. So what are the structures present here in right iliac fossa? Apart from appendix, there is cecum, isn't it? So any inflammation of the cecum because of diseases like tuberculosis or amoebiasis, that is called typhlitis, that can cause pain. Or ileocecal tuberculosis, ileocecal Crohn's disease, they can mimic acute appendicitis. Okay. Even the cecal carcinoma, malignancy of the cecum, can lead to pain in the right iliac fossa also. So it comes in the differential diagnosis of acute appendicitis as well, especially seen in elderly patients, not in children and infants. Okay, what are the other structure present there? Behind there is ureter. So suppose if somebody has got ureteric stone, the ureteric colic will also lead to pain in the right iliac fossa. Okay, but this will be colicky pain, it will come and go, and it will radiate from loin to groin. Okay, so ureteric colic is a differential diagnosis of acute appendicitis. What other structures are there? In female, uterus is there, tube is there, ovary is there. So in mid-cycle, the rupture of follicular cyst called Mittelschmerz, that can mimic pain of appendicitis. Ovarian tumor, which can torsion of the ovarian tumor or cyst of the ovary with rupture or torsion can mimic acute appendicitis pain. Okay, so ovarian cyst or ovarian tumor with torsion will mimic acute appendicitis. You see salpingitis leading to pus in the pelvis and pelvic inflammatory disease, especially in reproductive age group female, can mimic acute appendicitis. Endometriosis can also mimic acute appendicitis. Okay, so in females you have endometriosis, pelvic inflammatory disease, you have salpingitis, tubo-ovarian abscess, torsion of the ovary, and rupture of the ovarian follicle. They all can mimic acute appendicitis and appendicular pain. Okay, and in children, you see, in 2 years, 3 years of age group, you will see that appendicitis is not common in 2 years of age, but intussusception is common. The children of 2 years, 4 years of age, they can present with pain in the right iliac fossa because of mesenteric lymphadenitis, because of gastroenteritis, acute gastroenteritis, and because of intussusception. So they all come in the differential diagnosis. In intussusception, ileoileal or ileocolic intussusception, you will feel a lump there, and there will be vomiting and constipation and all, and it occurs in very young age group, 2 to 4 years of age. The peak is there. So this is, in children you have gastroenteritis, mesenteric lymphadenitis, intussusception coming as a differential diagnosis. Rarely Henoch-Schönlein purpura is there, in which purpuric rash is there in the body, and also pain in the right iliac fossa. Okay. Very rare causes of pain in the right iliac fossa can be, the origin can be in the spine, in vertebrae, lower thoracic and lumbar vertebrae. If there is metastasis in that vertebrae, or if the vertebra collapses, vertebral fracture and collapse can lead to pain in the right iliac fossa. Okay, multiple myeloma, and you see sometimes rarely the preherpetic pain in this T10 and T11 region, T10 and T11 region, we will have pain in that segment and the right iliac fossa. Okay, preherpetic pain, multiple myeloma, metastasis to spinal vertebrae, and spinal fracture. They all can mimic acute appendicitis. These are the rare causes of acute appendicitis. So this is all about differential diagnosis. Rarely pancreatitis, perforated peptic ulcer can also lead to pain, but these will also have other manifestations as well. Okay, thank you.